poco a poco la imagen de la bandera fue nublándose y todo cuanto la rodeaba se desvaneció con ella. Poco a poco, gradually, the imagine of the flag was nublándose. Nublándose means become vague.
Very good. Yeah, it was becoming cloudy. It was becoming vague.
Yeah, what is cloud? Nubles. Nubla.
Nube is
Nube.
cloud.
Okay, nube. And todo cuanto la rodeaba. Oh, the rodear means round something or roll something. Rodear.
Surround.
Todo cuanto all of the surroundings desvaneció con él. Desvaneció means something vacuum, vacancy, vacuum something, disappear. Right?
Exactamente. Se desvaneció. It disappeared.
Yeah, disappear. All of the surroundings just disappeared from her, with her.
Mm-hmm.
El bloque inmenso que era el universo volvía a aprisionarla, solo que esta vez el hielo era negro. The big block that was the universe. That was the universo. That was the universo.
That was the universe.
That was the universe. What was prisoning her. Only that. Solo que esta vez el hielo. But in this time, what's the difference is that the ice is black.
Very good. Very good.
Is there some other natural way to translate this? Solo que está. Only in this time the ice is black, or only in this time the difference is that the black is black and the ice is black.
So here it says, solo que esta vez el hielo era negro. The way that I would translate this to sound most naturally would be, but this time the ice was black.
Okay, so solo just but. Oh, finally we got into the next chapter.
Yeah.
We see the hope. I was calculating that how long will we finish this 3-body 1. It almost takes us 7 to 10 years to finish this based on the speed we are having so far. I think
maybe the speed will be exponential. I think that the more confident you get with your Spanish, the faster we'll be able to go.
I think but the problem is that I should really pay more attention to boost my vocabulary. Otherwise, I don't think it will have a very huge improvement just by reading those. Should have to memorize this vocabulary. Because I already have the experience with learning English, so I know that for learning a foreign language, you should have some very short time to increase your vocabulary so that you have the confidence to speak out, to learn more, to get a confidence. And it's a positive feedback.
Exactly, yeah.
That you see, I can use some high level of the English word, but that's based on very harsh experiments, especially when I'm trying to take the exam of TOEFL. Do you know the TOEFL?
Yeah, is that the English certification something or other?
Yeah. So for getting a higher score, a higher grade, so I spent a lot of time at that short time when I was a graduate student.
Right.
But I think I should also do the same for the Spanish maybe sometime. But I don't have enough time, I think.
Someday, maybe someday.
Okay, Costa Roja. Costa Rica. I would say I'm going to say Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Costa Roja. Uno. Un poco después, Ivengie oyó un gran ruido de motores. A little later, Ivengie, a few later, Ivengie heard a big ruido. Ruido means the trash?
No.
What is ruido? Ruins?
No, use your context clues.
Context motores.
So if it says oyó,
heard the noise of the motor.
Very good.
What is trash?
Basura.
No, I think there should be another word which is similar to this. Basura. Then what is ruin? Ruins.
Ruina.
Okay, ruina, maybe this one. Even heard a big noise of the motors as en su confuso estado de conciencia le pareció que una máquina taladraba el bloque de hielo en que se hallaba atrapada. In her confusion, it was conscientious to her that it was a machine taladraba. Taladraba, what does it mean?
It means to drill in the past tense.
Drilled a block of ice in that where she was atrapada. She was trapped. Where she was trapped.
Now translate it again, but make it make sense. Because I think you got all of the information, but the wording was kind of weird. So now that you know what each part means, how would you translate this?
Estado de conciencia le pareció que en su confuso estado de conciencia. In her confusion, conscientious?
Close. In her confused state of consciousness.
In her confused state of consciousness, it appears to her that it was a machine that was that drilled the block of ice where she was trapped.
There you go. Very good.
Su mundo seguía a oscuras, pero aquel sonido tan persistente y real le hizo comprender que no estaba en el cielo ni en el infierno. Sencillamente tenía los ojos cerrados. Su mundo, her world, seguía oscura. Her world continued being black.
Or darkness. Yeah, very good.
Continued being darkness. Continued darkness. But that sound, so persistent and real, made her comprender que. Comprender means understand.
Yeah, so it says le hizo comprender. So the English cognate word to comprender is comprehend. But comprehend is just the same thing as like to know or to understand or to whatever.
In the English listening exam, usually say conversation.
Comprehension, yeah.
Yeah, comprehension. Made her comprehend that it was not in the sky, neither in the it was not in the sky, neither in the infierno. What is infierno?
Well, what's the opposite of el cielo?
The earth.
Kind of. Think of it in a more mystical way.
Mystical.
Like when somebody dies.
Hell.
Yeah, there you go.
In the infierno. It was not in the sky or in the hell. Cynthia means
Oh, continue.
Cynthia means silent.
Simply. Sencillamente, simply.
Simply tenía los ojos cerrados. She just kept her eyes closed.
She just had her eyes closed. Very good. Also, going back to cielo and infierno, even though cielo does mean sky, I think in this case the more accurate English translation would be heaven. Yeah, there you go.
Cool. Al abrirlos con gran esfuerzo, lo primero que vio fue una lámpara empotrada en el techo. Al abrirlos, when opening it them with big esfuerzo. What is esfuerzo? Force?
Effort.
Okay. When opening them with a big effort, the first thing that que vio fue una. The first thing to see is to be seen. To be seen, it was
the first thing she saw.
The first thing she saw was a lamp empotrada. What is empotrada in techo? Techo means ceiling, roof.
Yeah, very good. It means ceiling. Empotrar is something that is embedded or built in.
Empotrada. It was a big. The first thing she saw was a lamp embedded in the ceiling.
Very good. Very good.
Estaba protegida por una malla metálica y emitía una luz tenue. El techo entero parecía de metal. It was protected by a metallical malla, mechanical cover.
Yep, very good. Well, we can call it a mesh or yeah, a cover is fine as well.
And it imitated the light. Tenue means the tender light or light.
Una luz tenue. So yeah, it's like a light. Yeah, like I think maybe we can say a soft light.
Soft light.
Or a dim light.
Dim light. The roof, the ceiling, the entire ceiling seemed the metal. What is metal? Metal.
Good job. Yeah.
The entire ceiling seems like built by metal, like a metal.
Yep, very good.
De pronto, una voz masculina la llamó suavemente por su nombre.
Read that word again.
What is su nombre?
No, before that.
Suave. Oh, suave. Suavemente. What is sueva? Is
Very
there a
good.
word? Sueva?
I don't think so. Maybe, but not one that I know.
Suavemente. I learned these words in some Latin lyrics, and usually with some sexual something like that.
Yeah, very good.
Suavemente.
Suavemente, bésame.
Yeah, something
I think
like
it might have been that song, yeah.
Out of sudden, one masculine. Suddenly, a man's voice was calling her suavemente, means slowly, softly, tenderly.
Here, let's just say softly.
Softly calling her name. Tienes mucha fiebre, le dijo. Do you have many fiebre? What is fiebre? The fiber?
Fever, very good.
Fever.
But there is no question mark there.
You have some fever.
You have a high fever. You have tienes mucha fiebre.
But what does this mean? Fever means there's something to wave, to build something. Sweater, fiber.
No, that's fiber.
Fiber. Then what is fever?
Fever is when you are very sick.
Oh,
your
fever.
Body produces a heat, and this heat is called a fever.
Okay, fever. I thought you were saying the fever. I don't think this.
No. That's fiber in American English pronunciation.
Okay, fever. Okay, you have a fever. He said. ¿Dónde estoy? Preguntó ella. Su débil voz casi no le pertenecía. Where are you?
No.
Where am I? I am?
Yeah, very good. Where am I?
Where am I? Okay, where am I? She asked. And her weak voice almost no le pertenecía. Pertenecer means belong to someone.
Yep, very good.
Her weak voice almost not belong to her.
Yeah, good job.
En un helicóptero. In a helicopter.
Very good.
Y Benji sintió que le fallaban las fuerzas y volvió a desvanecerse. Y Benji felt that they keep her firmly and return and being empty. What does it mean?
No. Let's look at this again. So we have fallaban. Let's break this down into a root. Can you identify the root of this word?
Fallar, for.
Close. Very, very, very close. You're one letter away.
For.
Fail.
Yeah, fail. Okay. Even Jeff felt that they felt the force, but she felt the force.
So le fallaban las fuerzas. So
the force failed.
Yeah, her strength was fading. Her force is not enough.
Her strength failed her.
Was failing her. Was failing.
Fading, and Bolivia returned to empty. It becoming empty.
y volvió a desvanecerse. So I think this is just saying that she fainted again. She's not strong enough to stay awake, really.
Also, desvanecerse means faint again.
I think it's one way to say it, because the actual word for fainting is desmayarse. But here desvanecer means to vanish, and I mean, obviously she's not gonna like vanish like in real life, so I think it's more so that her strength is failing her, so she's kind of sort of conscious, kind of not conscious, and right now she's more on the not conscious side.
El ruido de aparato la acompañó el tiempo que pasó dormida. Noise of the apparatus, where's the accent?
I think English says apparatus.
Apparatus. The noise of the apparatus accompanied her with el tiempo que pasó dormida. Accompanied her all the time when she was sleeping.
Very good. Yeah, the noise of the apparatus accompanied her the whole time while she was asleep. The whole time she was asleep. Yeah.
Poco después, al volver en sí, el aturdimiento se convirtió en un dolor intenso. Tenía el cuerpo magullado y le ardía la boca. A few moments later, when al volver en sí, what does this mean? When returning to the same state.
Al volver en sí. So I think English has a weird I think English also has a weird way of expressing this, where they say coming to. So for example, maybe somebody passed out and then they start waking up, we say he's coming to, he's coming to, or things like that. I don't know why this expression exists, but basically when they're saying que al volver en sí, it means that she is returning to herself. She is waking up, so to speak. She's not
like,
fainted anymore.
It's like your soul getting back to your body again.
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, you can think of it that way if that helps to remember. I think it might be something like that, yeah.
Al volver en sí. Al aturdimiento, what does this mean? Aturdimiento.
So, aturdir is like when you're confused, disoriented, stunned.
Okay, confused. The confusion converted her. Se convirtió en un dolor intenso. The confusion converted into an intense pain.
Very good.
It made her body magullado. What is magullado?
It's like bruised.
Bruised. What does this mean? Bruised.
Like if I hit you really hard, and then the place where I hit you, it changes color, right?
Did you change the color? What does this mean?
When somebody gets hit very hard, what happens?
It hit it. Nothing happened. Become black.
There you go. Very good. So that black is a bruise.
I don't know this English word, bruise. Okay, so it made her body bruised, and ardía la boca. Ardía, what does this mean? Ardía.
Ardía. So this is the past tense of arder. So when something is ardiendo, it's stinging. It's a similar sensation to being on fire. I don't remember the specific. I'm blanking out on the word. I think it's like stinging or a ver, déjame buscar. Let me search because I think there might be a different word than stinging. Arder.
And what is boca?
Y what do you mean?
Boca.
Okay, yeah, arder, I guess it also gives us to burn. So it's just a burning sensation. It's kind of similar to what I imagine being on fire feels like.
Boca? What does this mean? Boca.
Say it again.
Boca.
Say it again.
Not boca? La boca.
What's moving when you say that word?
Mouth?
Good job. That's what it means.
Yeah, you can easily get confused with boca, beso, some very short word. Boca. Beso.
Yeah, no worries. It's your mouth.
So her mouth burned? Like burned? Feel burned?
It felt like it was burning. I don't
Yeah.
think she actually got burnt, but it just the sensation is a
Maybe it means
is a burning
thirsty.
thing. Maybe, yeah.
Okay. Al tragar saliva, le pareció estar engullendo una escúa de carbón. A tragar saliva. When tragar, what does this mean? Tragar and saliva.
Okay. Tragar means to swallow.
Swallow. Saliva. Saliva, I know this. Saliva.
Very good.
I remember there's another word which means the young insect. Let's go some swarm. Another word, saliva, and 毛毛虫.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Very
Oh,
close.
I think are you thinking about larva?
Yeah, larva, maybe. Yeah, larva.
Yeah, larva is the baby insect.
Yeah, this is so similar. Larva, saliva.
Kind of, yeah.
When swallowing the saliva, le parece. She felt so engullendo. Engullendo, what does it mean? Engullendo.
It's another word for also means swallowing.
Engullendo. Engullendo on escúa de carbón. Escúa, what does it mean? Burning carbon?
Yeah, very good. It's like an ember.
Ember. Okay. She felt like swallowing an ember carbon. Pero sí empezaba a sentir todo aquello. Era síntoma. Era síntoma de que se estaba recuperando. Pero sí empezaba. But if it was like, or if she started to feel everything, todo aquello. She started to feel everything around her, right? It was
She started to feel all of that.
It was symptoma. What is symptoma? Symptom.
A symptom.
Okay, symptom. It was a symptom of que se estaba. It was a symptom of being recovered.
De que se estaba recuperando, that she was recovering.
Volvió a la cabeza y descubrió a dos hombres enfundados en sus sendas chaquetes militares idénticas a la de la representante. Volvió la cabeza, descubrió dos hombres. Volvió la cabeza means the head returned?
So it's weird because we don't really distinguish between turn and return. So here it's just turn. She turned her head.
Yeah, she turned. Volvió la cabeza. She turned her head and discovered two men enfundados. What is enfundados?
Enfundar is like covered.
Covered. Two covered men? Oh, two men covered in cindas. What is cindas?
It's like that's a good question because I'm not I know this word, but the meaning that I know of it is different from the meaning that I'm finding here.
Cindas. It means two men with the military jacket, military identical military jacket, to the with representative term.
Yeah, very good.
Pero a diferencia de esta, ellos iban tocados con la boina, el Ejército de Liberación Popular, con su estrella roja bordada en la parte de delante. But a diferencia de esta, what's difference with that? What is difference is that they iban tocados con tocados. What does this mean? Tocados means they turn, they get touched. They were touched with it was their turn to with boina. What is boina?
So with tocado, that's very good that you remember that tocar means to touch. But in this case, a tocado is it's a thing that you put on your head. So their head was covered with la boina. Boina is it's a type of military hat.
Oh, I know that. In Chinese, it's a phonetic translation. 贝雷帽,贝雷 hat.
Oh, maybe, yeah, a beret, yeah.
Yeah, 贝雷帽. And so tocar means here is wearing a hat, wearing.
Yeah, wearing a hat, yeah.
Is that because the boina is like it's not firmly put on the head, so it's like a tocar, it's like just touch on their head? Because usually
maybe.
the boina sometimes they're going to fall, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I guess that's why they use tocar.
Maybe.
So they wear boina of the ejército, of the soldier of the army of the Popular Liberation. So this is the LPA, yeah, Liberation, Popular Liberation, LPA, PLA, Popular Liberation, a People's Liberation Army, yeah, PLA.
Very good, yeah, the People's Liberation Army.
Is that popular or is that well known in English word?
Maybe I think that people's is very common in these communist type of things. So for example, the Chinese government is the People's Republic of China, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that basically if you just put people something, it makes it sound more communist to the English speakers.
Yeah, our currency is also called a people's currency.
Yeah, exactly.
And I thought that the PLA, the acronym maybe popular or well known is because of the Taiwan intense recently.
Oh, maybe. Who knows?
The POA. So that I think, as I explained you maybe before, the People's Liberation Army, the liberation is because of the Taiwan is not solved, it's not liberated.
Right, yeah.
So the army of the so the People's Liberation Army with her estrella. What's estrella? I think I know this. Red estrella. Red head, red neck.
I mean, you've seen, use your context clues. What does the People's Liberation Army Boina have?
Red estrella.
Your flag has it also, but your flag has them in yellow.
Yeah. Star.
There you go. Very good.
Okay, star with a red star bordada. La parte de delante. Bordada means the surrounding or as the border, as a part of the front part.
Kind of. So bordar is to stitch something. So you may do it onto some clothing or things like that. So basically, it just says that these People's Liberation Army berets that have the red star bordada. How do you say this in English? Stitched onto the front part.
Is that
or sewn onto
is
the
that
front
means
part.
embroidered?
Yeah, same root.
Embroidered, okay. Embroidered with in the front part. La parte de delante. Delante means front, right? Or
yeah, very good.
Bajos las chaquetes desabrochadas asomaban la insignia y el cuello rojo del uniforme. Uno de ellos llevaba gafas. Under the desabrochadas, what does it mean? Desabrochadas.
So, unbuttoned or unzipped, but I guess unbuttoned is more likely here.
Under the unbuttoned jacket, asomaban. Asomaban, what does it mean? Asomaban. Asombra.
Well, let's look at what it's talking about first. Let's do the next word.
The insignia means inside.
The insignia, an insignia is like a logo or a symbol.
The symbol and the red.
So the symbol asomaban. So basically, under the jacket, you can see the symbol, or the symbol is peeking out. It is poking out. You can see part of the symbol.
It means appearing. Asomaban.
Yeah, that's one way to interpret asomar. Yeah, to appear.
The symbol appeared, and the red cuello. The red neck. The red neck of the uniform. One of the
in this case, we can maybe call it the red collar.
Red collar. Red neck. Why is it called collar? Red collar.
Because English makes the distinction, I guess, between like the collar of a shirt, which is like the piece that goes around your neck, and the actual neck, while as Spanish doesn't really distinguish between these parts.
Oh, okay. You mean the collar? I thought you were going to say collar, COLOR.
No, that's collar.
Okay. So how to pronounce that? Collar.
Yeah. This is why I don't like English, because all of their words sound the same. But yeah, so the article of clothing is spelled COLLAR, collar. Yeah, and then the collar is COLOR, color.
The red collar of the uniform.
Collar.
Collar. One of them wearing glasses. Fue entonces cuando constató que a ella la cubría una muda de ropa limpia y un abrigo militar. It was then when constató. What does this mean?
So it comes from constatar. So it's like she noticed something.
When she noticed that a ella la cubría una muda. Muda, what does it mean? Muda.
It's like clothing. It's like a
kind of clothing.
yeah, like yeah.
Okay. That's for her la cubría, covered by clothing, a clean clothing and military abrigo, military jacket, military coat.
Yeah, military coat. Good job.
Para su sorpresa. Para su sorpresa, logró incorporarse y fijar la vista en uno de los ventanucos apuestos a su asiento, donde unas nubes se sucedían a toda prisa. For surprising her,
To her surprise,
logró incorporarse. She successfully incorporated with something. Logró. Located. Realize.
Kind of. So when you see this in Spanish, sometimes it means to sit up or stand up.
Stand up, okay. She stand up. Incorporate herself with and incorporate. Stand up, incorporate. What does this mean? Logró incorporarse.
She managed to get up.
Incorporarse means to manage to do something.
No, manage is lograr. Well, lograr is like achieve, but in this case we can say manage, or she was able to, or she was.
So incorporarse means stand up.
Kind of. Like I said, incorporarse is like to sit up or to stand up. So here I'm not exactly sure if she was able to stand or if she was able to just like sit upwards, because right now she was laying down. So she's able to kind of get up and fijar la vista en uno de los ventanucos.
And fix staring in one of the ventanucos. What is ventanucos? Opuestos.
Let's look at the root.
Ventanucos. Ventana is a window.
Yeah, very good. So in this case, it's a small window.
The small window. Opuestos. What does this mean?
Opposite.
Opuesto. Okay. The opposite windows to her asiento. What is asiento?
Her seat.
Her seat. Okay, siéntase. Siéntete. Something like
Siéntate.
Siéntate. And siéntete, right? Siéntate.
No. If you change it to an E, siéntete, that means feel yourself.
Okay.
It's more rare to use this. Siéntate is much more common because it means to sit down. So there are two different actions.
Her seat, where one cloud sucedían a toda brisa. One cloud sucedían.
Unas, plural.
Where some cloud sucedía. Sucedía means falling or getting back or something.
Yeah, kind of. we can think of this as succeed, not as in like having a success, but as in having a succession. So like going past each other, one after the other, one after the other.
Yeah, in Chinese it's called 层层叠叠, something like that. Because
Interesting.
in the geological, there's also geological terminology which is called many formation or many layers are tiled up together. Something that's because of the secession. How to pronounce the succession or secession of the sea sedimental, ocean sedimental.
Of the sea sediment. Yeah, exactly. Very good. Yeah, so it's the same concept of seceding, I believe.
Seceding. So some clouds seceding or following together, seceding a toda brisa. What is brisa?
Quickly, hastily, fast.
Okay, fast, seceding fast. Brisa means fast. I thought this means a prison, means a kind of lens, a kind of a glass, make the light become 7 color, something like that.
Oh, that's prisma.
Yeah, prisma. But not the prisma, I think.
With a P.
Yeah, prisma.
Prism.
Yeah, prism, prisma, something like that. 棱镜. Okay. El poderoso reflejo de sol le hizo apartar la mirada. Poderoso. What does this mean? Poderoso.
Well, look at the root.
Poder, power.
Yeah, so it's powerful.
Powerful reflection of the powerful reflection of the sun made her apartar la mirada. Made her appear looking. Apartar means sharing the vision.
Not exactly. So when you apartar la mirada, you are looking away.
Oh yeah, apartar. Apartar means dispatch something.
To separate,
Yeah, separate. So it means made her avoiding the vision of the sun.
Exactly, yeah. It made her look away.
Se hallaba en una estrecha cabina llena de contenedores metálicos pintados de un color verde militar. She wear a estrecha.
No.
She was in a narrow cabina.
In a narrow cabin. Very good.
In a narrow cabin full of the contenedores, full of the metallic things.
Metallic containers.
Metallic containers pintados de un color, painting with the military green color.
Very good. Painted with military green color.
Por otro ventanuco alcanzó a ver la sombra parpadeante de los rotores. For other window alcanzó. What does this mean, alcanzó?
Alcanzar is to reach, is the literal meaning. But here we can think of it. I would translate this as through the other window she was able to see.
Through the other window she was able to see the sombra. What is sombra?
The shadow.
She was able to see the shadow parpadeante de rotores. What does it mean? Rotores.
So remember that she's in a helicopter. So the rotores, well, do you recognize the root of rotor?
Rotor means something like a torque, something.
Yeah, something that's rotating. So these are, she's seeing the spinning,
Okay,
are they called rotors? I don't actually know what the helicopter pieces are called. But she's
maybe it
seeing
means the
the,
螺旋桨. I don't know the Chinese name.
maybe, yeah, it's those things that make it fly, right?
Yeah. What about the
Exactly.
ante de los rotores? 螺旋桨. See the so what is sombra? I forgot that.
Shadow.
See able to see the shadow, which is the shadow of the rotores. Era cierto que estaba en un helicóptero, and it was close to it was very close that
Era cierto.
Era cierto. What is it? Certain. It was certain that she was on the helicopter.
There you go. Very good.
Vuelve a acostarte, por favor. Le pidió el hombre de las gafas, ayudándola a hacerlo y tapándola con el abrigo. Vuelve a acostarte. Help me. Vuelve. You wake up. You sit up again.
No.
Acostarte. You sleep again.
Yeah, lay down again, please.
Okay, lay down again, please. The man with the glasses asked her, ayudándola, helping her to hacerlo y tapándola. Tapándola, what does it mean? Tapar.
Tapar means to cover. Yeah, very good.
Tapándola and covered her with a coat. I remember my teacher explained us there is a type of snacks in the Spanish which is called tapa, right?
Yeah, there is. Good job.
And she explained that because usually in the past where originally the kind of snacks are putting in those tapas, actually those tapas can be considered as kind of a cover of some cups, right?
Oh, that's interesting. I never knew that. Spain stuff is very foreign to me.
Yeah. So she said that actually that's is actually part of the cups. So they use the tapa, they use the cover to cover the cups. But later, they just take those tapas as a container to put those snacks. So then later, those snacks are called tapas.
Interesting. Oh, okay. See, I never knew that. I mean, it makes sense.
I thought you guys know that it's tapa because it has the root of the tapa, the cover.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it. I don't think I've even ever tried tapa. I think I may have been to a Spaniard restaurant once.
Tapa
I don't
is
think
not
we actually ever tried tapas.
I think tapa is not a specific kind of snacks. They just means that maybe those tapas have some many different types of the snacks, but they just use the tapas to put them together as a container, and they serve
I
as a
think
tapa.
so, yeah. Yeah, because I think it's different things, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't remember the details. I just have some memory or feeling that I remember my teacher says this related to the tapes, to the tape, to the cover of something, of the copy.
Yeah, oh, that's really interesting.
Or it just looks like a kind of tape or cover, but it related to the tape cover.
Maybe, yeah, who knows?